Life is so crazy sometimes, isn't it? The good, the bad, and everything in between somehow makes us who we are. And I know that sometimes we just feel like we're going through the motions and we forget to remember everything that's happened to us, everything that's changed us and molded us. And sometimes we forget to remember. But dear 15-year-old me, starting your freshman year of high school, and these are supposed to be the best times of your life, and you're not enjoying it. You're not doing so good right now. You're not zealous anymore. And I know that you've lost your appreciation for life. With everything that you've gone through, I can understand that. But 15-year-old me, it can't consume you. Dear 15-year-old me, I know that life has dealt you a hand of cards that aren't the greatest, and sometimes you just feel weighed down by it all. But dear 15-year-old me, it gets so much better. I can't tell you how many times I have looked back and said to myself, I wish I would have known this sooner. I know where you're at right now, and I know that you're bigger than the obstacles you face. I know that you are strong and you're powerful and you're diligent and persistent and you're zealous for life, and you have this bright light inside of you, but you're burying it. And 15-year-old me, you can't do that. Get out of your head. You just have to believe me that it gets better. And I know that you're sitting there, and we have this way of being stubborn. I don't know if you've picked up on it so far. Dear 15-year-old me, I know how hard it's been, and I know everything we've been through. I was there, remember? And I know how damaged and how hurt and angry and sad you are, and that's okay. It's okay to feel that way. But you can't stay there forever, because you miss so much when you stay there, and you miss so much when you let this sadness consume you. And dear 15-year-old me, you don't want to miss any more days, because you know how precious they are. You know how incredibly precious life is. You know not to waste any days, and sometimes we waste them being sad, and 15-year-old me, I wish I could get those days back. I wish I had a chance to go back and redo all of those days, and I know I can't, but 15-year-old me, don't waste any more days. Dear 15-year-old me, I want to remind you that you have to be the light, because you've seen a dark side of the world, and you've seen the dark side of people. You've seen the dark side of yourself. So maybe you have to be your saving grace. You have to be your light. God has put this purpose inside of you, and I don't know if you've realized it yet, but He is pretty special, and He knows what He's doing. So dear 15-year-old me, hold on to that hope. Hold on to the hope that maybe your life means more than what it does to you right now, and maybe you're not as stuck as you think you are. Dear 15-year-old me, I wish I could go back through time and give you the confidence. I wish I could go back in time and tell you to love yourself a little bit sooner, because it saves so much pain and so much heartache. Dear 15-year-old me, please, 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 don't lose who you are. Don't lose your smile, don't lose your kindness. I know that you've been through hell and back, and we've been there a couple of times, and I know that what you're feeling is nothing shy of turmoil. God has a plan for you, and I know that right now you're not on talking terms with God. I know that we're going through a time where we don't feel Him and His presence in our lives. But 15-year-old me, I want to remind you that it's not Him who walked away. It's you, and you're once again stubborn. 15-year-old me, we have survived so much. We've survived abuse and assault and cancer and depression and anxiety, and we have lost people along the way, and that isn't a good feeling. But we survived. We made it to the other side. I wish I could tell you that it's okay to love yourself. I wish I could go back to that time and tell you how perfect you are, because you are made in God's image and He does not make mistakes. Dear 15-year-old me, I wish I could tell you to stay exactly like you are, because we need people like you. We need people who wear their heart on their sleeves. We need people who are kind and caring and loving and zealous for life. And dear 15-year-old me, don't let the world run you. I know that right now there's a lot of hard things happening, and I just want to remind you that you are the light. You have that light inside of you. You just have to let it shine. And 15-year-old me, be a semicolon.